Hi guys, how are you doing? We're up here in the woods today. It's very windy, so we camped into the woods a bit. But we're testing out this knife that Steve Wolfsburg Armstrong sent to Gary, my friend, and just for a test. I think Gary has it for a year, and Gary said, would you mind passing it on down the line to Shane for a week or two to test out? So we're up here today and we're testing it. As you know, we've already used it and tested it as a friction fire knife, and it performed fantastically at that. So what we're going to do today, I know it is a stick tang knife, and I don't know how far that stick tang goes into the handle, but what we're doing today is we're testing it for a little bit of light battening, just what you'd use a neck knife for, a one stick fire if you like. So we're going to see how it performs here, and once I start battening through this, I'll get back to you then. Okay, so working its way down through that. Okay, and like, to be fair, even if you had a full tang knife of this size, this is about the size of a stick that you would batten with it. And regardless of what type of knife you have, you can break it, you know, so a certain amount of common sense has to prevail also. I have to say, when Gary passed this knife on to me, it was very sharp, and he told me at that time that he hadn't touched it up or done anything with it. He'd done no strapping on it or anything like that. Now we're going halfway, we're taking this halfway across. This is about as much, there's not a whole lot of the tip left protruding there to batten, okay? There, no problem. And as Gary said, he thought the heat treat was really good in it. Now, I noticed, I didn't touch it up and it was very sharp when I got it. And what we have to remember is Gary does use his knives, okay? He doesn't leave them at home to look at. He's out in the woods any chance he can get, and he uses his knives. I was able to do a heartboard straight away with it. I was able to make a spindle, bearing block, and feather sticks as well. I made a feather nest for the ember. So it definitely did come sharp. Now I touched it up this morning back to razor sharpness this morning, so it battened all of that perfectly. So I'm going to get back to you in a few minutes. I'm going to make up a few feathers and stuff like that, and we're going to see how it strikes a ferro rod. Okay, back to you in a minute. So we've battened down all the material that we had there. It did a great job, really. You know, once you're sensible, even though it is a stick tang, it's a small bladed knife, and once you're sensible, it'll be okay. So we've made a little feather here, and we're just gonna, I don't know how well this strikes a ferro rod. It's one thing I haven't tested with it yet, so we'll just give this a shot. Okay, so there's a nice spine on it anyhow. Strikes a ferro rod great. I'll just put that out. So that's all the battening we did with the one stick fire, okay? It's only pine, but it was quite knotty. It was hard work. Like, as everybody knows, I'm really a fan of full tang knives. I don't know how far the stick tang goes into this handle, okay? But as a neck knife, this is fantastic. It really is great. It's a great size. It's great in the hand, okay? And once again, just to give you a comparison there with, everybody knows the size of a Mora Garbo. Okay, it's really nice in the hand, great sheet with it as well, okay, and I really like it. I have to say, like, I mean, it's after doing a fair bit of battening there and stuff like that, it's still very sharp. Don't know whether it's still taking hair off the arm or it's taking a bit of hair, yeah. Like, I mean, it is very workably sharp still. It's a great knife, and I think the heat treat on it is, Steve really got the heat treat right on this knife. And as I said, the only downfall that I have about this knife, like, I mean, everybody knows I like full tang. That said, it performed faultlessly. But the big downside for this knife for me, um, is that I don't own it, okay? Because I'd love to have this knife as a neck knife. It's a fantastic knife for people that do friction fire. It's great for notching. The shape of the blade is really, really good for notching out keyholes, okay? Because there isn't too much of a curve on it. And with some neck knives with an extended curve on it, when you're trying to cut out keyholes that are about 1.5 inches thick, the blade wants to roll away from you, okay? I just think it's great. It's a great knife. Gary said he thinks I was going to like it. I really do. Just want to give you a quick look at the sheet as well, because the sheet is often forgotten on a knife. This is like very smart, you know. The retention is great. If you're wearing that as a neck knife, the retention is really, really good. Yeah, it's a great knife, and good job, Steve, and thanks to Gary for passing it on. Okay guys, see you next time.